Namaste. Hello, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant Rising signs, as well as Mars signs. So, let me make sure I'm plugged in here. Okay. Yes, welcome to your free February reading with me. Extended readings are available. Talk to me for more details. So, I'm using the Osha Zen deck and the Witch's Wisdom deck in this reading. I'm going to start with the Osha Zen, and then there'll be one Witch's Wisdom card for each of your Sun, Moon, Ascendant, and Mars signs. Let's just jump right in. Okay, Scorpio. Current self, 10 of water, harmony. This could be you in great happiness. You could be having a really nice month in February and finding yourself in feeling more imbalanced and in harmony, and having your third eye and your heart center connected and working in harmony and flow with each other. Really beautiful card. It is generally a card associated with happiness, success, fulfillment. It's also, the end of a cycle with the suit of water, which deals with our super consciousness and our subconsciousness as well. So, very healing, beautiful energy here that you're being represented as, that it's saying your current self is for February. And so it may be that you're, coming off this way to others as well. Hopefully you're feeling some of this blissful, and a lot of this blissful, happy energy. But again, for some of you may be coming off as this as well. The theme of the month for you is the source. I believe this is the ace of fire or wands. It would be in other suits. This is about our center of power, our center of gravity, our internal center and source, and our connection with the external source, and how they work together. This is initiation energy, but it's also gestation energy. It's very powerful, creative energy. Very much speaks of motivation and movement, and coming I think, from solid source, whereas it may not have been completely that way before. Could be the situation for some of you Scorpios. Let's draw some more cards. Key goal, obstacle to overcome, and major accomplishment. Okay. Key goal, possibilities. You want to see the possibilities that are out there. You want to see what's out there, what's available. You want to do your shopping. You want to explore. You're looking for something. The obstacle to overcome, you have isolation, 3 of clouds. So this could be isolating yourself from others. This could be isolating yourself away from your home, isolating yourself away from nature. This could be, keeping to yourself, keeping your feelings bottled up. Oops, got a card spill. Projections. Okay. Projections, your own imagination, things in your head. Still allowing your demons to keep you company from that Scorpio Jupiter year. But it's not that way anymore, so it's melting it. It's allowing flow back into your life and circulation back into your life in places where it has frozen up or it's been put on the back burner, things that have been put on the back burner. Overcoming that and being able to create fluidity, movement, creative energy, releasing. The major accomplishment card is a major arcana card. It's integration. This is the 14th 14th major arcana card. So this is balancing and harmony with the masculine and feminine energies within you, the divine masculine and feminine. Having healthy masculine energy, healthy flow again, release, and taking actions and movement in the way you're directing your energy, and then also what energy you're allowing in and receiving, and the integration of the two as well. So that's gorgeous. Let's see what we have. Let me go a little bit further. Looking at what to avoid, what to embrace, and where to find support, as well as advice and encouragement before we go in to the Witch's Wisdom Oracle. Okay. What to avoid. Being in resistance to the process of letting go and accepting what you can't change, what's inevitable. And putting the brakes on yourself, sort of. Something to avoid. Here we have the 8 of water or cups arriving. Okay. What to embrace? Control. The King of Swords. This is intellectual discipline. This is learning and advancing yourself intellectually. This can involve meditation. This can involve memorization, many different things. Also, it's the way you carry yourself and present yourself and speak to others and communicate with others. So with it being the king, it's holding a lot of responsibilities, and in order to be a good king, then he has to wield and use his control for good, his power and his control for good, and have control over his little self, sort of, to make the best decisions for not only himself, but for those he's ruling over when he's in a position of authority. So that's also something to think about, I think, and be fair with yourself about, as far as what you're letting go of and what you're not, where you're willing to have your boundaries soften, and where you're not, where you want to stay with what you've built, and where you're willing to release and try new things. Those messages are all coming up with that. So what to embrace. And of course, this is a beautiful energy here. I do like seeing this come up here. Where to find support. You have We Are the World. We are the world. So there's an abundance of opportunities where you can find support. It's out there. You may find it in your own sort of tribe of people, those that you really resonate with and connect with around something, some similar interest or value or attribute, way you were born, even just way you relate. Some sort of group. This is the 10 of Rainbows, or the 10 of Pentacles in other suits. So this could be somebody in finance or resources, produce, land, many different things, really. The pentacles would be like any tangible object, ultimately, I think. But it can also be an earth sign, sun, moon, ascendant, rising, even Mars, perhaps. This could be referring to you. If you have an earth sign that's one of those. So Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Or you may have friends, family, be meeting people, working with somebody. There's somebody there of support that is an earth sign as well. You can find support in maturity around, they're saying groundedness, being grounded and mature in decisions and foundations and money and all of that, of course, as well. But I do feel like there's support out there for you, and it's kind of like very vast. And what kind of support Scorpios are looking for, it's very individualized, I think. Some of you may even find support in the limelight. That may be the opposite of what some of you want. It's feeling very wide spectrum, but gorgeous energy. And if you're interested in it, you can look up the 10 of Pentacles for further information on that. The advice and encouragement card is aloneness, the 9 of Major Arcana. This is about enjoying your time alone. This is about connecting with the divine in your core self, your source of your energy, the source of your motivation, what drives you. Doing so by being alone in nature, having solitude again, and it's feeling comfortable with it. There's on the shadow side, it would be loneliness, right? But that's not what this Major Arcana higher lesson is. It's the opposite. It's the light side of it that I just described. So, the transmuting of that, I feel like you guys may, if you need additional help, if you want more readings, let me know. Or if you need additional help, you're supported in seeking it. But this is about being able to find inner peace, sanctity in your own inner compass by clearing your head and by taking a stand of independence or taking some time at least on your own. Let's see what the Witch's Wisdom Oracle has in store for us. Sorry, I don't mean to whisper at you. Well, we have a flyer. I'm very tempted to pull 2 cards for you guys too. I'm going to take the flying card. Litha. Intensification. Okay, I have to. Homeland. Foundation. Alright. So let me read Litha out of the book. Litha revealed says the summer solstice marks the height of the sun's power on the longest day of the year. Thousands gather at Stonehenge each year to witness the rising of the sun over the heel stone. Midsummer was celebrated in ancient times with hilltop bonfires at night to honor the power of the sun over darkness. This is a time of abundance, fulfillment, and strength. Woohoo! Awesome message for February, Scorpios. Alright, Witch's Foresight. What you have been waiting for comes into fruition during the summer months. Shine brightly. Don't give away your personal power. Move forward fearlessly. Call on the strength of the sun gods to break through. So these are all potential manifestations in ways that you may resonate with this card. It doesn't mean that every single thing there is true. Some of you may have what you've been working on come to fruition in February or in March or another time. Some of you may have it come in summer. But hopefully some piece of that resonated for each of you. So now I'm going to read the Witch's Wisdom, and then I'm going to conclude the reading with the chant for Litha. Now we're going to do the chant for Litha, and I'll do a quick look in the book for Homeland Foundation. Alright. The intensification of the full sun at Litha shines upon you as you step up to the next level. This is a time of focus, development, and determination as you gain strength and reclaim your inner resolve. Dare to explore every avenue before you and do the unexpected. A new gateway is opened, and you may find that you leave others behind as your unwavering dedication leads you away. Fear not, for the light of the sun will highlight the path of unfamiliar territory and borrow, if you will, the sun's strength and warmth as you embrace these times of steady focus and concentration. Diversions may tempt you along the way. You may feel blind for a while as you stumble upon the unknown, but try to remember that these are merely tests of your commitment. The sun guides shine favorably on you and remind you that the answer to prayer and the outcome of spells happen in mysterious ways. Trust the great mystery. Alright, let's take a look at foundation after we do this chant. So Litha intensification chant. Here we go. In all that you do and all that is done, bringer of light and midsummer sun, intensifies and gives you strength to claim your power at any length. This magic is worked with harm to none, so mote it be. There, it is done. Alright, homeland. Really looking at how these piece together and finding that pretty interesting. I'll spread the cards apart so you can look at the images that way. Yeah, there we go. Sacred space, power space, right? Generating power and alignment, right? Intensification, sacred space. And then we have the maps here, foundation, homeland, and it's like where. And it's obviously internal, but maybe it's where external for some of you as well. Let me see what homeland has to offer us out of the book. Homeland revealed. We hold a deep spiritual connection within our hearts for the ancestral homelands which we are born to. We are also connected to other lands from previous lifetimes that call to us to visit to them. The gods and goddess, ancestors and spirits, hold seen and unseen energy of these sacred places of power, calling us home, which is foresight. Visit your childhood home. Honor any feelings you have about your past. Face up to and accept where you come from. Your past is catching up with you. A foreign land stirs something within you. Investigate your family tree. Look toward home for answers. So look within for answers. I do feel like it says the past is catching up with you, and that sounds maybe a little bit scary or negative or a little bit, shadowy and dooms upon us. But I think that it's happening this time in a really... And I could be wrong, and it could differ from Scorpio to Scorpio, but I feel like it's more apt to be happening in a very positive way, in a very, you did this work and here's the reward sort of way, rather than something different. I think it's actually more rewarding, more of like coming to light. But then again, there's always some sort of duality apparently in the universe. So let's look at witch's wisdom. Remember, some of that may or may not resonate for you. Visit your childhood home. That may be practical advice for you that resonates and you want to go out and do that. That may be impractical advice that doesn't resonate, and that's not something you need to do. That message wasn't for you. It's whatever your guides tell you and signal to you is your message or your intuition. Alright. Witch's wisdom. Remembering and acknowledging where you come from is the very foundation that a witch can build her strengths upon. When your roots are planted fully in the ground that you call home, the wisdom of the ancestors can be accessed and utilized. homeland is beckoning you to take a long-awaited trip back home to visit and connect with the lands of your ancestors that you once walked upon. Allow past memories to surface, whether happy or sad, and tap into your feelings to discover who you really are and what makes you tick. You may have a yearning to travel to a distant land that you have never set foot on. Past life connections are surfacing right now, and it is important that you honor this calling. Place upon your altar some earth from your homeland, whether from this lifetime or another, so that you can connect with the very essence of who you are and the land that you walked upon long ago. Wow, much depth there, and some of you may have some sort of sabbatical or calling arising for you in February. This homeland calls you from afar to remember who you are. Foundation is the very key to understand more easily. This magic is worked with harm to none. So mote it be. There it is done. You're integrating past and future, Scorpio, with the present in the month of February. Okay. Remember your card possibilities. You're scoping things out. Okay, thanks for letting me do your reading. Take care, be well, and I hope to talk to you soon.